Welcome back, and today on Exponential Africa we are very fortunate to have Mr. Alex Gladstein, who is the CSO of the Human Rights Foundation, which also puts on an incredible event we've collaborated on called the Oslo Freedom Forum. He is a guest lecturer at Singularity University and a prolific speaker on the future of money. Alex, welcome to the show.
Thanks so much for having me on.
You've just recently written this article about the future of money and how Bitcoin is going to revolutionize our lives.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, so my background is in political science and in studying governments and democracy and dictatorship. And for me, it starts with looking at the idea that decentralization has been a really positive force for humans in this world when it comes to government. We all used to live under a dictator at some point, a king, a military thug, a lord. We all had these hierarchical top-down systems. And 2,600 years ago in ancient Greece, this guy Cleisthenes came up with an idea that we should be ruled by rules, not by rulers. And over the last 2 millennia, we've been tinkering with this idea of democracy ruled by the people.
It's quite a long time, eh?
It's been an extraordinary event because now half the world lives under a decentralized government. And if you stack up the top decentralized governments in the world, ranging from Norway to Switzerland to Japan to Korea, and put them next to the least decentralized, meaning the most centralized governments in the world, like China and Saudi Arabia and North Korea and Cuba, the results are pretty clear about where you want to live. Whether you care about innovation or business or free markets, or whether you care about social justice and literacy rates and life expectancies, you want to live in the decentralized societies. So the main question is, does that also apply for knowledge? And does that also apply for money? It definitely applies for knowledge. That's what the internet is. That's the revolution the internet brought us, was that a small group of people could no longer control all the news. It used to be just governments and companies that would control the things that we could say and see and publish, and now the internet has smashed that completely, and everybody can have a voice, and everybody can learn, and everybody can, on their phone, have the entire sum of human knowledge in their pocket. So now we have money, the sort of last frontier. Can we decentralize money? And we're in the middle of a 10-year experiment so far where some group of people named Satoshi Nakamoto came up with this remarkable idea of Bitcoin, which is a money system that nobody controls. So the question is, will it have the same positive effects on mankind as democracy and the internet? And I believe the answer is yes.
So it's so interesting what you're saying, because there's just so much skepticism around Bitcoin and blockchain at the moment. And it's the crypto winter that we're currently facing. Whereas a year ago it was the hottest thing, the hottest topic around. So why are you so bullish about this? What do you think?
Well, you should be careful, all right? There are a lot of scams out there, a lot of fraud. I think most projects in the cryptocurrency and blockchain space are either anywhere from useless to not very useful to outright scams. Almost all of them. So be really careful. Most ICOs were done to raise money and then leave people with these useless digital tokens. It was a massive theft in so many different ways. But don't let it cloud over the real revolution here, which is Bitcoin, which is decentralization of money. I think you can expect a lot of volatility over the next 5, 10, 20 years in this area. Bitcoin is not a deflationary, rather it's not an inflationary currency. So if we have a lot of demand for it, we can't just print more. Its monetary policy is predetermined and transparent for the next 120 years. We know exactly how much money is going to be distributed into the system every time, right? At every year, at every point. So it's not something that some dictator or king can just say, oh, like the economy's doing really well right now, let's print some more money. You can't do that with Bitcoin. So it's kind of like a very new concept for us, a lot more similar to the technology industry. You think about these apps that you have, that you run on phones and laptops, right? And these pieces of equipment. We know they're going to decrease in value every year. It's a deflationary system, but we still buy them. So I think that we're going to learn how to cope with this deflationary currency, and it's going to really help the poorest of the poor and the most vulnerable in the world. It's more about looking at this thing of decentralized money as a concept more like decentralized knowledge or decentralized government. I mean, it's going to be a massive experiment that takes a long time to pan out. The fact that we've gone so far in 10 years is actually amazing.
I mean, how's this going to help democracy? How does it actually help democracy, this decentralization?
Well, in my view, the key part of democracy is the way that there are checks and balances that prevent anyone or one group from having too much power, right? So if we shift to a digital, centralized financial model where banks and governments have total control over all of our money, that's going to kill democracy. So Bitcoin is absolutely essential for the survival of what we know as like democracy.
As money becomes cashless, you have to actually have it.
Yeah, we're at the dawn of the surveillance age and of the cashless world. So this is where Bitcoin has just miraculously appeared, and we need to like build on it, and we need to make it better. And I think that's what a lot of people don't realize.
Yeah.
It's software. It's evolving all the time. It has been upgraded hundreds of times. It's not some static old thing that doesn't move. It can be upgraded, and it will be upgraded, and you can build things on top of it, just like the internet. You know, the most amazing thing is when people deride or criticize or mock Bitcoin, they're gonna find themselves on the same posters and history textbooks in the future as the people who said, the phone's not gonna work, the airplane's not gonna work, the car, what a joke. The internet, what a failure. The computer, no one's going to use those. You have to look back at time over these fundamental technologies. There's always a first 10 to 15 year period where people are like, that's not going to work. So most people are part of that class, and they just haven't really figured it out. But the cool part is today, you can be part of the class that knows what's going on. And here's the cool part. You don't have to go to Harvard or be a VC or have a 30-year career in finance to be part of the next financial revolution. Anybody can join Bitcoin today. You can just look it up online. It's free. Anyone can access it. You don't need a passport or an ID. You don't need to pay to use it. It's completely open and permissionless.
No, thank you very much. Very, very interesting to hear your thoughts, and it's very exciting. I'm going to go out and actually go buy some more Bitcoin now.
Well, I always tell people,
is the price down?
Invest in Bitcoin, but not your money, your time. Become educated, okay? You have right now a moment in time where you can be that person at your group, in your company, at your school, in your newspaper. You can become the expert on this thing that's going to be the next big thing. So let's do it right now.
Awesome. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Make sure if you enjoyed this episode, subscribe and look out for our next episode, Exponential Africa.
Yeah, and you can follow me on Twitter at Gladstein and our work at the Human Rights Foundation at HRF on Twitter.